So the term phone of the year often gets bandied about all over the place all of the time by many different people, and often it's a little unjustified for clicks and views. But for multiple different reasons, and mainly for the sheer amount of what you get for the money, the Honor 90 might actually be the best smartphone all round of 2023 so far. Honor have already launched a very impressive top-tier flagship in the form of the Magic 5 Pro, but this 90 is in true flagship killer territory. There are of course a few caveats to that claim, and one potential main deal breaker, but inside the box you get a phone, manuals and a charging cable. Not fancy, but efficient. And the real gem is of course the phone itself, which I must say for a mid-range price phone is absolutely stunning. As Honor have partnered with me for this video, it is one of the world's first bits of coverage on the 90, so a like and sub to the channel would be ace, but Honor have fired out some seriously impressive pieces of hardware in the last couple of years, and the 90 is no different. Coming in 4 different colours, all of which look gorgeous, the Honor 90 just straight away punches above its weight, looking like a straight flagship. And the dual ring camera rig at the top left means business too, more on that shortly. The Honor 90 also has full access to Google services, so the Play Store for all of your apps. The quad curve floating display is a 6.7-inch 120Hz AMOLED panel, and again, it's punching. With specs well above its price tag, like 2664 by 1200 resolution and 1600 nits peak brightness, it's pretty unheard of in this sub £500 category. It has PWM dimming technology at a rate of 3840Hz, helping to reduce eye strain, has a 100% DCI-P3 color gamut, a PPI density of 435, and is HDR10+ and Amazon Prime Video and Netflix HDR certified. So your viewing experience for looking at photos, watching movies and gaming is top draw. And the performance, including gaming, is pretty stellar too, thanks to the Qualcomm Snapdragon 7 Gen 1 chip inside. Now of course this isn't the latest flagship Elite 8 Gen 2, but the 4nm 7 Gen 1 is still a really powerful chip, make no mistake, with impressive benchmark scores and smooth lag-free performance all round. Honestly, with the great work from the likes of Qualcomm, for example, over the last few years in smartphone chip technology, they've got so incredibly powerful that I don't feel for 95% of what we use smartphones for, I don't feel like you need that top tier elite flagship chip anymore, as incredible as they may be. Possibly going 1 or 2 rungs down and making that killer saving might actually be the better way to go, unless you've got money burning a hole in your pocket. And speaking of holes, the hole punch in the display houses a 50 megapixel front wide camera and a 100-degree field of view, which is pretty wide to allow more people into a shot. Also, because it's 50 megapixels, which is really quite large for a selfie camera compared to a lot of the competition, you can pick up those really fine details, and the rear camera array is pretty complete too, barring one possible exception. Firstly, you have a whopping 200 megapixel 1/1/4-inch sensor, a 25% size increase, and an 11% light sensing ability increase from the previous generation. With 200 million pixels, even cropping in quite severely, still gives you really nice, clear, detailed shots. And also, thanks to that larger size, low light performance is pretty impressive too. And because of Honor's image engine, the low light shutter speed is still nice and quick. So motion blur at night time is not a huge problem. It's more of a point and shoot. You're not waiting for the image to process while there's movement still going on. You also have a new 2x option on the portrait mode, which offers a slightly more natural and cinematic looking image, and the bokeh or blurred background has a really nice natural fall off to it, aided by the 2 megapixel depth sensor. And that third lens is a 12 megapixel 112-degree ultra wide, which also doubles as a macro. And it's okay, it's nothing incredible, it does the job. So as you can see, again, with this series of phones, we are missing any form of telephoto lens, any optical zoom that you would find in a more flagship model like the Magic 5 Pro, for example. And this is a bit of a shame. Optical zoom gives you lossless qualities to your zoom shots so that all of the details, even when quite far in, still look really nice and sharp. And while the zoom is okay, it's just not elite. But I suppose Honor probably are looking for some ways to hold a few things back, because otherwise, why would you go and buy the flagship Magic 5 Pro, right? Because this is like half the price almost. And I think that kind of sentiment is the main reason why I made the statement at the start of the video. I think for everything that you get in this smartphone for under £500, is actually quite remarkable. On top of what we've already mentioned, we've got a beastly 5000 mAh battery with 66 watt supercharge. We've got the slick Magic OS 7.1 over Android 13 software, Wi-Fi 6, stereo speakers. For the 400 plus or the sub 500 bracket, it's a compelling option for phone of the year. It has to be. Follow me on my other social medias, TikTok, Twitter and Instagram, ASB official for short form content on the Honor 90. Like the video if you enjoyed it and subscribe if you want to see more tech content like this. You've been the best as always. My name's Adam. I love you, need you. I'll see you in the next one. It's SBYT. Peace out.